Tell me about the design on your thingamajiggy.
Basketball is truly a way of life for this survivor.
Buckets.
Krystal Lucero had a passion for this game at a young age, played in high school in Katy,
Pop the cotton.
then played intramurals in college at SFA.
Axe some jacks.
And this game connected her to the love of her life, Robert Lucero, while the two officiated a basketball game at Nacogdoches High School.
I was texting with Coach Richardson from Nacogdoches right after the regional tournament, and he was so happy that he assigned Robert to go to the back gym and referee with me whenever I was there to referee just a scrimmage game. So if he would have never had Rob come to the back gym, we would have never met.
Krystal and the current Westlake boys basketball coach exchanged nuptials while he was an assistant at Westlake High School in 2007.
Who gets more into it as far as each game when you're coaching, her or you?
Oh, well, she's pretty into it. She's into it. She's every call, she's gonna have an opinion. Everything that I do from the bench, she's gonna have an opinion. And she just she gets up and down with the flow of the season. So she's into it. I mean, maybe from the sidelines you get into it just a little bit more because you don't have as much influence about what's going to happen in front of the bench. You got to think the game. So I would probably say her.
In December of 2010, the Luceros faced adversity in the face with basketball.
The day I got diagnosed with cancer, I went to a basketball tournament. One of the moms, Cheryl Morris, actually drove me to MD Anderson for my first doctor's appointment. And then we went straight back and we went to a game at Del Valley. I believe we won.
Krystal was diagnosed with breast cancer, experienced a lumpectomy, underwent 6 months of chemo treatments and 6 weeks of radiation.
It's a shock. And you're like, okay, you're not dwelling on it. You're like, all right, let's fix this. Let's beat it. Mm-hmm. The coach's mentality, but it's also survival. How did her battle with breast cancer change you, not only as a man, but as a coach?
Well, you go through that time, and it definitely makes you appreciate what you have with somebody on a day-to-day basis because, you get that kind of news and it just scares you so much. It helps you just in your whole viewpoint of like there's a bigger picture all the time. That helps in coaching as well. Probably the main way is no matter what happens, you can have gratitude. So when Krystal, she found out the news, we had a couple of choices. We could be real sad and we could be down and we could ask why this happened, or we could be grateful that she found out at an early stage where they could go about helping to make sure that she would have a lifetime without it. And so we chose to be grateful.
The little things meant more, like her smile. Krystal is always smiling, even through her one-year bout with breast cancer. But it was basketball which helped them both.
All the boys had my name written on their shoes, and it was pretty special.
And the relationships with guys like KD, Damian James, and the Westlake and Hayes communities all supported Krystal.
But, hey, I'm the best shooter on my team. I'm just joking. Don't tell anybody that.
Krystal was selected to play for a special team.
My name is Krystal Lucero, and I beat breast cancer. I'm proud to be an Infinity Hardwood hero.
A team comprised of cancer survivors from across the country, which competed on the floor of the Alamo Dome during the Final Four in San Antonio.
I'm 5'1.5". So up and under, so those big boys can't get me. So I got to get them in the air and then get around. But I'm honestly a defensive specialist. I use 4 of my fouls most of the time.
Her coach, former University of Wisconsin coach, Bo Ryan.
She's obviously a guard. She's a shooter. Coach Bo Ryan, the legendary Wisconsin coach, have you and Coach Ryan talked about utilizing this little talent of yours a little more often?
No, but if I do get the opportunity, I'll make sure and talk to him. It's we use that term shooter very loosely. People can take a lot of shots. They don't necessarily always go in.
Your interaction with this team, how special is it for those who don't have an opportunity to be around this type of team?
I mean, it's special because you get to go see a bunch of people who have gone through some very difficult times, and they're still moving forward and they're still being an inspiration for others.
I think just being able to live life to its fullest and make choices. So, people always say, live like it's your last day. Well, when you get diagnosed with cancer, you don't know. And breast cancer is the pretty cancer. It's pink, it's, whatever. But I've lost some friends from it, and it was something that opened my eyes. And so I think just trying to make sure I choose to live life, be happy, and cheer my boys on.
A hard-fouling interior designer with a passion for increasing cancer awareness. Sean Klitsch, KVUE Sports.